Simply observe. Now, as you're observing the mind from that space, what's happening?
I don't feel as attached to that fear, I guess, or that uneasiness.
Good, good.
Yeah. So I feel like
But
it's like I'm detaching a lot more as I guess the time is going on and I'm just observing it.
good. Now, is anything else arising?
I would say the desire to try to shift that thought.
Yeah, so I want you to just stay in the mode of observation. Keep your attention as the observer. Because what we're doing here is we're transcending the very thought. And your practice has been to shift your attention from negative to positive. And now we're just taking the attention to a new space of simply observing. So as you do that and observe, just observe, what's happening?
I'm sorry, it's a little hard because I'm like now focused on you. So like I'm not even attached to it anymore. Like,
No, that I understand. Yeah, so now what I'll just have you do is go back into the mode of shifting your attention to that space of observation and looking at your mind. And then you can tell me what you're experiencing.
I don't know. Like I feel like when I'm like thinking about it, I just whatever I did or whatever we were talking about, you walking me through it to take my mind off of it. Now that I'm focusing back on it, I really just feel a sense of like calmness. I don't feel that, I don't feel as attached to it. So I don't feel that same physical reaction in my body where I initially tensed up when I was thinking about it, like, oh my God, what's going to happen, And now I just putting myself back into that mode, I just feel like, oh, okay, all right, that's there, It's a thought, it's there, but I don't feel so like it's not a big I don't have a physical reaction to it anymore.
No, that's great. That's great. And I'd like to stay with you a little bit more because from this space of witnessing, you're experiencing the observer consciousness. And so I just want to ask you a few questions about that witnessing. So from that space of observation, is that you that is able to witness your thoughts and feelings?
I feel more in alignment, I guess. So it feels like me, just more in a sense of like a sense of peace, or calmness. So I just feel a little bit more relaxed, and yeah, it feels like me.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful. And if you were to really sit with that, just that witness, the witness that's observing just those thoughts and feelings that are arising, is there anything that you can describe about that witness? Does it have any attributes? You mentioned just peace. Is there anything else that you would say about any qualities?
Yeah, I feel like a sense of strength,
Mm,
a sense of like centeredness. Like, you know, when you're working out and you feel your core, that's kind of how I feel. Like I don't feel like I'm all over the place, or like my mind is, or my body, you know, I just don't feel like everything is racing.
yes. And then from that witness, you know, that observer that's observing all these things that are arising, does it have a physical form that you can tell?
Mm. Not anything that's coming up for me right now.
Yeah. Do you sense any boundaries of that witness that's able to
No,
observe things?
it feels very fluid. It just feels like an energy that's just very fluid, but very strong and centered and grounded.
Yeah. No, this is great. And the challenge of Zen is to describe the wordless with words. So that's
Right.
beautiful. That's beautiful. No, thank you for sharing those thoughts. Does
And then
anyone else? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kira, please.
one last thing I want to say with fluidity, it also feels, I feel open. So I feel more like, you know, open to receive versus like closed off. You know, when you feel tense, you like want to kind of like
Mm-hmm.
hold yourself a little bit and close off. And now I just feel more like calm and open and relaxed.
Yes. No, that's beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, that is a wonderful experience of what so often the spiritual texts try to describe, but I find that the experience of this is really what unlocks it. And that's what inspired me to do this session, actually.